promiscuous man is much different than a promiscuous woman.
Still a hoe.
No, a man is a hoe maker, not a hoe.
No.
In this world in general, right, if we're not even speaking about sex, anything that is easy is not respected. If you play a game on easy mode, you don't unlock no new characters, you don't reach no new levels, you don't get any rewards. You play the game on hard mode, you get all the rewards. Since everyone knows it's harder for a guy to get sex, that's why we call them pimps, we call them players. Because men and women know that it's hard to get box. And now it's as simple as give and get. So when you get money, oh, I made a come up. If you get an award, you get praise. Everyone is clapping for you. Now let's reverse it. The giver, the person that gives the award, no one even knows that person. And we're not clapping for the person that gave the award. The person that gave money, it's like, okay, you did a good deed. Good for you. Women give sex. Men get sex. Make sense? Women hold the key to sex. Men hold the key to relationships. That's why when a nigga gets sex, we like, oh, you hit that? My nigga. When a nigga gives the ring, because he holds the key to marriage and commitment, when he gives the ring, your girls is like, oh my goodness, oh my God, girl, you got the ring, we praising you. So promiscuity versus the genders is just viewed. A woman that is promiscuous is a hoe. A man that's promiscuous, like, you did something right, you got it.
Damn, is this a Kevin Samuels talking point or am I tripping? It's crazy. But y'all already know what to do, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, fellas. Go join the Patreon. Get on that $1 tier, $5 tier. You got the $10 tier, the $25 tier. It's lit. I'm telling you, go join. My video for education purposes only, fair use only. The ladies loving it, you know, loving my face, you know. The fellas don't speak in that game because it's, you know, fuck is that? Because it's inspirational, but the ladies definitely loving my face. Hell, it's for my neighbor. Yeah, but motherfuckers pulling over here. But go to my about section, and y'all already know how to get at me. Everything there, man. Everything there. Let's get to this, fellas. What he's saying, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's true to the average guy. What do an average guy mean, KC? Are you talking about a guy just walking around? Your average guy that go to work? Your average guy that may run a business? You know, your average guy that may hit the gym? And, you know, I mean, you may go grocery shopping, you know, you may see him moving and grooving when it comes to paying bills or doing things that way. Or you may see your average guy out here simping. You may see your average guy out here, you know, panhandling for the pussy or whatever. You know, it's all type of men out here. No, I'm not talking about that. The average guys it's always the mentality, fellas. I want you to believe that. Remember that. Store that shit. The average guy is always the mentality of that guy. You get it? It's the mentality. You can be a guy that get on the metro, going back and forth to work. You don't have a car. You stay in a little studio apartment. You know, your life is basically kind of minute. But in your mind, you got big ideas, you got big goals and big dreams. And you got no other means to get to the bag but going to work and, you know, probably doing a little side hustling here and there, you know. You know, you might be a type of guy that, you know, you real good at painting houses, building decks or something, or you got something going on the side, you know, you know what I'm saying, besides going to work. You working towards money, because we know money, it takes money to make money, so you working towards money to achieve something, right? And that's to achieve your goals, your dreams, and what you know that you need to be out there doing. But it takes sacrificing to get there. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not an average guy. You know, to me, no, it's not an average guy. That's a guy who knows his worth, he knows his value, and he's striving to get where he need to go. And he appreciates every step he got to take. He appreciates the process. So that's not an average guy to me. You know, now, the guy in the video is speaking on average guys. Now, if you're not an average guy mentally when it comes to women, then this don't pertain to you. Real talk. Because for one, whether he believe it or not, or whether a lot of you guys believe it or not, because you haven't kind of experienced it, but men get sex just as well as women. Who you think fucking the women? Right? Pay attention to it. Oh, no, KC. No. It's just a certain percentage of men. So what the fuck? Who really knows that? If you the guy, and you know that you the type of dude that's out here busting ass, you out here busting them cheeks, man, you out here doing your thing, you may be hitting 2 to 3 women a week, different women. And you probably got a little piece that you fuck with constantly. You've been having her part of your rotation, whatnot. Or 2. That's more than what your average guy is getting. Because your average guy, you want to talk about average guy, is probably only getting ass probably once every other month, if that. That's real talk. That's if you ain't shacked up in a household cohabitating with a woman, getting busting up, rolling over, getting it that way. And he's focused on that. He's got tunnel vision, and he put his all into this, and this is his primary source of sex. You got guys, they like that. Then you got guys that's single and getting flaked on, ghost on in a hole. There's a fucking probably 80% of that going on. And they ain't probably getting ass. They jacking off and shit. Let's just keep it real. But then you got guys out here who is getting to the ass. They actually getting to it. That's just real talk. So, like he said, when you got the pimps, you got the players, you got guys like that, and guys who actually out here doing their thing. And we looked at as, he's doing his thing. That's how he's really looked at in a man's eyes. In the average guy's eyes, yeah. Not in a guy who mentality is big, a guy who actually out here moving around doing this thing. He's looked at as a regular guy that's getting ass just like you are. Now, when you're not getting ass like that, then of course you're going to glorify him. You're going to put him on put him up there and whatnot and look at it like, damn, he's a real player. He's a real pimp or whatnot. He really doing his thing. When he's just a guy who just, know himself, know his worth. He's very assertive, he actually know how to communicate with women. He actually take rejections on the chin and like it ain't nothing and keep on pushing to the next woman. And when you build that character up in you, then you can become that guy. Matter of fact, you will become that guy. If you know how to communicate, you can be the light of the room when you step in there because of the way you smile, the way you talk, and you got motherfuckers' attention, then you are that guy. That's just real talk. And what comes with that is actually being in tune with you. You got to dig deep into your core and know who you are and know what you're not going to go for and know what you're going to stand for. You got to know these and stand on that shit. Never break or bend or fold because you see a bad, quote unquote, so-called bad chick walk by, you fat ass, big. Then fuck that. When you start thinking that she's better than her because she's beautiful as fuck and she's all right, that's when you fuck up. It's your mentality, fellas. Everything's a mental game. The majority of shit on earth, everything that's going on, the way you live, everything is mental. And only the strong survive. The mental strong survive. And that's how it go. Now you treat both of them motherfuckers. Hey, why? Because they both got that vagina down there, man. The motherfucker got a special magic wand down there. Then you won't be putting them on the pedestal like that. You know what I'm saying? But the way he's breaking things down and talking to them chicks is it's like I said, it's for the average guy. And ain't nothing wrong with what he's really saying, but it sound more, you give me the Kevin Samuels vibe. That's all. That he's, taking them talking points and, and he's moving along with it and he's applied it within himself and doing what he's doing with it. But at the same time, it's not all the way true. Not at all. Not at all. Trust that, dog. That's because it don't even make motherfucking sense. I mean, you got to pay attention, fellas. Yeah, you got to pay attention to, you just got to know that what he's saying, women give sex, men get sex. Men give sex just as well. And he can hold the key to the sex. See, this how deep the game is, fellas, and you guys don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You control the key to sex if you know what the fuck you're doing. That's why you need to go join that Mackin session. You know what I'm saying? And get on that motherfucker and I can show you a little something. And like he said, and what he said was true, when people respect things, that you work hard for or whatnot, and, that's real, when it's not easy, then it's respected or whatnot. That's true, But what is easy is also respected just as well. I'm gonna keep it real, because you got men who can get it just as easy as women. Oh yeah, it's a big world, man. Just because you may not be getting it just as easy don't mean the next man ain't getting it just as easy. And that's if the man, he can have 4 or 5 women that he can just rotate through. He ain't got to rotate through 1,000 motherfuckers. He can get it just as easy and get his way with those 4 or 5 women. Rotate them out, do the same thing with 4 or 5 more, and get his way right like that. Or he can do it with 2 or 3 women. He can get his way like that, and it can become easy. Just as well she can give it up, or hold it back. He can give it up and hold it back. It can go both ways. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real game. It can go both ways. Damn, KC. So you telling me I can, yeah, you can withhold your motherfucking dick. You got to know the power within you. That's just how I go. And I can break down how you can withhold your dick and do all that shit and how that can, you know what I'm saying, how you can formulate that format to where women will be like, damn, I mean, what the fuck? Why is he doing it? Yeah, I can break that down too, but you got to join that Mackin session, man. That's real talk. I'm lighting up on a lot of shit because, Patreon is where you guys need to be, And yes, fellas, yes, we're hoes. We're natural hoes. We're naturally promiscuous, despite what he's talking about, We're naturally promiscuous, fellas. That's the nature of a man. Procreate, getting around, actually meeting women, doing your thing. Animals do it. Lions do it. Tigers, bears, elephants, zebras. Oh my, they're everywhere, right? The creation of a man is to actually get out and get to the business by procreate, flaunting his penis to the women, you know what I'm saying, in a sexual manner, giving her what the fuck she's supposed to get, and the nature of the woman is to receive that man sexually, and that's how it go. There's no other way around it. I don't know how. I mean, let's get to the root of it, fellas. Just think about it. Just think about it. The only way that you're conditioned not to be a hoe is the way you were brought up, society, or whatever you in tune to and in tune into, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, set your path in life for you and you follow it. But as a man, you got to come up out of that. You know, you got to set your own path. You got to have your own experiences, and then you'll learn the nature of life. And the nature of life isn't to hold yourself up. No, you're not supposed to do that. Now, not procreate. Now, I'm not saying go out and procreate like, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers without a condom, but I do my thing. I just protect myself, right? You just got to protect yourself because you know the responsibilities behind procreating with everybody. But you're supposed to get out and procreate. That's what you're for, you know? That's how I go. You got to strengthen the earth. You got to bring about humanity. That's life, right? So everything else is kind of water up under the bridge, man. You know, he's like I said, his talking points sound more Kevin Samuels like. You got that vibe. And he's spilling to the average guy. He's not spilling to above average guy, the guy that thinks highly of himself, no matter what conditions he's in, no matter what situation he's in. When he thinks highly of himself and he know he can get out here and do what he got to do as a man, then this don't apply to him. It's only applied to your average guy who walking around daily and barely can get his motherfucking dick wet. That's just real talk. Yeah. Now, like these videos, share them and subscribe. You already know it's the message, man. Holla.